Why we need heroes. Today, I want to talk about heroes, not superheroes, not fictional characters, but real people. The people we admire, the people we look up to, the people who somehow inspire us to believe that something greater is possible. During events like the World Cup, this becomes especially visible. A player scores a goal. A team overcomes impossible odds. People hang their photos on walls, wear their jerseys, follow their journeys. Why does this happen? Why do human beings seem to need heroes? I don't think it is because we are weak. And I don't think it is because we are looking for someone to save us. I think it is because heroes represent possibility. When we see someone achieve something remarkable, we are reminded that human beings are capable of extraordinary things. A hero expands our imagination. They show us what might be possible, not only for them, but perhaps for us as well. Think about your own life. Maybe there was a teacher who changed the way you saw yourself, a parent who kept going through difficult circumstances, an artist whose work inspired you, a scientist, an athlete, a spiritual teacher, someone who made you think, if they can do it, maybe I can too. That is the power of a hero. Not perfection, possibility. But there is another reason we need heroes. Heroes help us navigate uncertainty. Life can be confusing. Sometimes we don't know what to do. Sometimes we don't know who we want to become. In moments like these, we naturally look for examples. We observe people whose qualities we admire, not because we want to become copies of them, but because they help us identify values that matter to us. Perhaps we admire someone's courage, or integrity, or resilience, or kindness. And in admiring those qualities, we begin cultivating them within ourselves. In this way, heroes can become mirrors. They reflect qualities that we recognize, value, and wish to strengthen in our own lives. But there is something important we should remember. Heroes are still human, and this is where many people become disappointed. Sometimes we place people on pedestals. We imagine that they have all the answers, that they never struggle, that they never fail, that they never make mistakes. But no human being can carry that burden forever. Eventually, reality catches up. The athlete loses. The leader makes a mistake. The artist disappoints us. The teacher reveals their imperfections. And suddenly, the image we created begins to crack. This can be painful, not because the person changed, but because we forgot they were human. Perhaps maturity is learning how to admire people without expecting perfection, to appreciate their strengths while accepting their limitations, to be inspired by them without surrendering our own judgment. Because the truth is, every hero is also a human being navigating life just like the rest of us. They experience fear, doubt, failure, loss, uncertainty, the very things we all experience. And perhaps that is what makes them inspiring in the first place. Not that they are different from us, but that they continue despite the challenges. When we look closely, many heroes are not extraordinary because they never fall. They are extraordinary because they keep getting back up. again and again and again. There is one final thing I would like to share. As we grow older, our relationship with heroes often changes. When we are young, we tend to look outward. We search for people to admire, people to follow, people to learn from, and there is nothing wrong with that. But eventually, something interesting begins to happen. The qualities we once admired in others begin asking to be expressed through us. The courage, the compassion, the perseverance, the wisdom, the integrity. At some point, life quietly asks us, what will you do with the inspiration you have received? Will you simply admire it, or will you embody it? Perhaps the purpose of heroes is not to make us dependent on them. Perhaps their purpose is to awaken something within us, to remind us of who we could become, to help us recognize strengths that already exist beneath our fears and doubts. And maybe the greatest heroes are not the ones who make us admire them forever. Maybe they are the ones who inspire us to become a little braver, a little kinder, a little stronger in our own lives. Because in the end, every hero was once an ordinary person facing an extraordinary challenge. And perhaps one day someone may look at your life and find inspiration there too. Before we go, I'd like to thank everyone who has chosen to spend a few moments of their day here. Whether you've been here since the beginning or you've just discovered this channel, I'm grateful for your presence. If you'd like to support the channel, subscribing, liking the video, or sharing it with someone who might enjoy it is always appreciated. And if today's reflection spoke to you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And until next time, take good care of yourself.